Hello everyone, Yankyo here, and Happy New Year's! The year 2020 has finally come. Yeah, 2019. I have not been doing much in 2019. I'm gonna just restarted the channel like a month, like only a couple of weeks. I really apologize for taking so long to actually come back into this. For those of you who actually are old viewers, I don't know how many people actually been seeing who actually seen my old video. I mean my new videos. I don't know how many of you were actually old viewers, but the new viewers, well, if you guys are new viewers, then hey, thank you so much for actually watching. Anyway, this video is going to be a drawing video, a speed drawing video. Since it's the 2020 is the year of the mouse slash rat for the Chinese calendar, and I think the Japanese also follow it, so we'll actually know about this. So yeah, this is the year of the mouse. So for that, I actually decided to draw from learning with manga, Fate Grand Order, the Caster My Sisters from by Rio, because Year of the Mouse. So I'm drawing that. And on the right side, you can actually see a lot. I actually have like a couple of references that I actually know how to actually draw. And oh no, oh my gosh, he's using a reference. Some people actually think that, but no, a lot of artists actually, those of you who actually started to actually think, oh, you actually get good, you actually shouldn't actually use a reference. No, you should always use a reference, no matter how good you are. Even professional artists and mangaka, they all use reference, no matter what. So in case some of you still have in your head that no, you shouldn't use reference, a good artist shouldn't use reference, get it out of your head. Always use a reference. That's something I actually took a long time for me to actually break out of. So best to actually hear it from someone who's just starting out as well. You have to use a reference. It's always a learning process. You're always learning. That's why references are always used. Anyway, how do I actually? So I'm going to explain how I actually do the entire drawing process. I first do the rough sketch, as you actually see in the beginning of since the beginning of the video. I actually do a rough sketch, then I finalize the sketch, then finally right now the line art. After the line arting, then I will actually do the coloring. So this piece, yeah, I would actually wanted you draw. I'm sure you actually saw it. I used the pose. I wanted actually them to, cheek to cheek, hands clapping, showing that they're close, and then I actually added a tail into a heart shape at the afterwards. I actually had to take a lunch break, and then I realized, wouldn't it be nice to actually have a tail, their tail form a shape of the heart at the, and then have it say Happy New Year's in the center of it. So that's what I actually did. So I drew the tail, the shape, excuse me, into the shape of a heart. Truth be told, I actually forgot about this tail until I remember about it, and I thought that's when I actually started to make it the shape of a heart. Oh yeah, and when I actually was doing the sketching, I changed the colors for the lines so that into individual colors, so that way I can actually tell which is which. I actually changed. Then I label them. When I draw, I actually have a process, and when doing line art, and when I put it in a folder, I actually label them into separate pieces. So yeah, I have one for the body, one for the clothes, one for the face itself, and then one for the hair. And sometimes when there's something extras like accessories, I didn't actually do it for this piece because it's not really necessary. For example, hairpins, I normally actually separate them and put them under accessories. But since the maids don't actually have that much accessories, I decided to just forgo it and just put it under clothes. What considers as accessories? I actually consider ribbons, hairpins, and normal and hats, and all those things I consider accessories. And normally I would actually place them as accessories. You know the ribbons and the headdress, the maid headdress. I would normally place them as accessories, but I decided not to do it this time because it'd be too complicated. I already have to actually draw them separately for this one in the first place. So yeah. Anyway, right now now we're actually getting onto the coloring, and I'm actually putting in the base colors for each of the mouse girls. And whew, I can tell you the coloring process for this is a bit difficult because their skins are they're brown skin, and I rarely ever have to draw brown skin. The last time I actually drew brown skin was for Kuro, Chloe von Iceberg from Fate Prilia Ilia Prisma Kablibu Fate Ilia. Yeah, we'll just call it Fate Ilia. So yeah, I rarely have to color brown skin. So this is actually a good practice for me. Yeah, every drawing you actually do is a learning process. It's a practice. So yeah, my when it comes to coloring, my coloring style is actually based on Kamiya, Kamiya, as you can see on the reference at the right. Yeah, I base my coloring style on him because I really like his coloring style. It is so pretty. Like, you wouldn't believe how pretty it is. And the most difficult, and which is why I actually have difficulty, is because I decided to actually pick the most difficult coloring style just because of how pretty it is. I mean, look at that. Look how pretty it is at the reference. Yeah. So because of that, because of that, it's actually pretty difficult, especially when it comes to the hair. It is very difficult to actually color the hair because I have to figure out the lighting, and then I have to figure out how the gradient of the hair works, which is pretty difficult because I have to use a lot of blues, I have to use a lot of reds, I have to use a lot of yellow, and then pink and purple, a multitude of colors just for the hair itself. And their hair is just a pretty light yellowish green. So coloring it by itself is pretty difficult. I have to go through a lot of process to actually color it. Another thing about my art style is that when it comes to the eyes, I actually would like, normally artists would actually make the eyes eyelashes black because it's simpler that way, and it doesn't take out too much focus from the drawing itself. Sometimes they actually leave it white if the character has white hair. Sometimes they actually do that, but personally I prefer to actually have the eyelashes the same color as their hair because it's a personal reference of mine. I actually like that. Another professional artist, Akira Ishida, he does that for his drawings, and I really like that. It's actually as like makes sense. I mean, the hair color, unless you dye it, it has to match your eyelashes because you're born with their hair. So that's why I did that. So anyway, I'm uploading this an hour before the Disgaea 5 video comes out, so yeah, look forward to that. And this video is actually this drawing video is actually ending soon. At the end of it, I'm gonna actually show the complete entire complete piece, as well as I'll put a link in the description to my Pixiv and Twitter directly to the piece itself, so you guys can actually enjoy it to your heart's content. So that's it for this video, and if you liked it, press that like button and subscribe if you haven't, for those of you who are new, and write in your comments on what you think of the piece. And I'll see you guys in the next video. My phone. Oh no, sorry about that. And a happy New Year's, happy 2020, you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Happy New Year's. Bye.